First thing I want to do is thank everybody for coming out and having the friends to come out and make our store a little bit above the average by giving clinics like this and things like that. So I want to appreciate everybody coming out and seeing Ed. Ed's been a good friend of mine for about 5 years. We're competition, but we've never been competitive. You know, I have drum lessons, and he has drum lessons. And he'll send people to me to buy things, but we never talked about, you know, that part of it. So we've done that for 5 years, and I'm pretty proud of our accomplishment now. A couple things that we want to go over. Ed is not only known as Ed Francis, but he's AKA drummer of the Round Rock. So I don't know if you've seen that picture, but yeah, he does that quite well. Ed tours the Round Rock school system, musical outlets, and surrounding cities to share what he loves to do, and that's obviously play drums. He's got a very nice drum set setting up here right now. He's done it for 33 years, so that's a pretty good amount of time. For somebody like me, I probably need about another 30 years on the guitar before I can start playing. His background with clarinet, studied and performed with the Rhode Island Toreadors and Air Force's Drum and Bugle Corps. So if you get through that, you're usually doing pretty good. Teaching drums as a drum coach for over 20 years. He's the founder of the Round Rock Drums, where he teaches 40+ students weekly. And you can ask some of our instructors, that can be quite a task to do. Member of the National Professional Drummers Teachers Guild and the local Drum Educators Association. Currently plays in a band called Halfway to Everywhere. And he's also been asked to play with the Blue Men, which is probably a great opportunity for him. The local drum-off champion for Austin in both 06 and 08, the district drum-off champion for 06. Regularly judges the drum-off events, so he not only participated a few years, now he kind of judges for everybody else. Competed in the worldwide talent competition in the military. Married and very busy with 5 kids, 5 boys at home. I want to please welcome musician, friend, drummer, teacher, author, student, drum-off champion, judge, drum coach, clinician, Ed Francis.
Thank you. I want to thank Lisa. And let me get a drink real quick, please. I want to thank Lisa and Dan for helping set this up and give them a round of applause. You know, the greatest gift that we can give ourselves, the very greatest gift that we can give ourselves as musicians is to remain teachable. If we think we know everything there is to know, we're not going to learn anything. You know, I found myself in that position throughout the years that I've played. I felt really comfortable and happy where I'm at. And maybe I should have been, because you got to kind of acknowledge your accomplishments. And I've seen this in my students too. Some of them, they reach a plateau and they're very happy with what they've done. But some of them like to stay there, you know, while others like to go beyond that. As I've played over the years, I'll reach that plateau and then I look up and I go, wait a minute, there's some more steps coming up here. I got to go to the next step. And then I'd be happy again, I'd go up to the next step. And every time I do that, I'd remind myself that no matter how good I would ever get, I could always get better at doing something, all the time. And that's where some really good teachers come in, that's where really good music comes in, that's where playing in bands come in, all that stuff. If you want to get humble, play with the band. The two guys telling you, one's telling you you're going too fast, the other guy's telling you you're going too slow. What do you do with that information, right? You got to somewhere make everybody happy. So being humble, being teachable, those are really big things for me. Within myself, I don't do it perfectly, but I try real hard. And when I teach, I try to teach the humility aspect as well, because if you don't have humility, you might as well do something else. You know. Yeah. What I'd like to do today is just kind of show you some real basic things that I found very helpful for me when I was first playing, and some things that I typically show a lot of my students that are very foundational, that help to build them a real bottom end to everything else that they can do in their life after that. Without those bottom end things, even if you can get really good at playing with great chops, it's really not going to be as good as it could be if you weren't doing the bottom things. Some people consider them very easy things, and in some ways they are. But the deceptive thing is, because they're so easy, you tend to ignore them, and then when you ignore them, you really don't know them. You know about them, but you really don't know them. And that's what I tell myself all the time, is even if it looks simple, spend some time with it, then make it complicated. I think my wife handed out some things with notes on it. I wrote it last week. I ran out of space. There's a couple other exercises I'm going to try to do today. And if you're a seasoned veteran, my challenge to you is to try them anyway, and then incorporate them into your own playing somehow, jazz them up a little bit. If you're new and you're just first starting out, these are really good basic things that you can do to improve on your skills. And then as I go on with stuff, I'm going to get a little more complicated for those who like complicated things like me.